Okay, we're in Lightroom here, and we have a little short tutorial about how to process the eyes on wildlife photos. And I believe the eyes are probably the most important part of a shot of wildlife. And here we see a fox, and I love this image. It's in the heather. I'm down at the fox's level, and he's looking straight at me. The only thing that I'd like to see is that I'd like to see those eyes enhanced a little bit. So that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. First of all, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so we can see this a little bit better. And I'm going to go over here to in the develop module of Lightroom, and I'm going to choose a brush to start off with. And actually I've already got this brush. Start off with shadows. Let's start off with which will highlight these shadows. But I've also know that I want to increase the exposure just a little bit, and I'm starting off with this eye right here. And that eye right there is in shadows. So what I want to do is I want to take that brush and lighten those shadows around his eye so you can see a little more definition in there. The other thing is I'm seeing a little noise in there. I probably want to decrease the noise just a little bit. So that's already a lot better. But what I want to do is process both of these eyes, and rather than, we could use the brush in this case, but the other way to do it is to use this the radial filters. And one of the presets in Photoshop, not only in radial filters but also in the brush, is an Iris Enhance preset. So we're going to use that. And if you'll notice, what this Iris Enhance does is that it increases the exposure in the area that we want to process, and also increases the saturation in that area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an ellipse here, and what Lightroom does is it increases the exposure and the saturation in all areas within that ellipse, and that works on that eye to enhance the iris in that eye. Might even want to dial this up just a tad more, and you can see you can make that eye really pop. Now what I want to do is I want to do the same thing on this other eye here. So the easy way to do that is, rather than redo what I just did, is just to duplicate that radial filter, drag the duplicate over here, rotate it just a little bit, and that will do the same types of things on this other eye. And we're going to click done on that, and now we've processed both of those eyes, and I believe that looks a whole lot better than what we had before. If I press the backslash button, we can see a before and after on this. So this is the after, that's the before. This is the after, that's the before. And I think you can see that those eyes look a lot better. Let's show the full frame image, and you can see now that fox is really staring you down. So that's the tutorial. Enjoy.